Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Syracuse's offense will get the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Using his feet. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to buy time. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Orange will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So Clemson's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. All by himself down the middle. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Clemson. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple. He uncorks one deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feel this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense putting points on the board.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Rush is on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Syracuse will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Finding an escape route. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line gain. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. There he goes! Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Klubnik. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes a nice pick.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Nixon. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
With the catch, it's Cook. He's going to come up a couple of yards short in the first down. The Orange will have to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
He'll off one deep down the left side. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Cook. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Willis. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The sure hands, it's Willis. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 17 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got it. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Crosses to 40. Did the work himself. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
If you heard that sound, that was the sound of me throwing my clipboard. My goodness, how do I stop this offense? This guy is so dynamic, and what stinks about it is they snap it to the quarterback every play. Running back, I can try to take him out of the game. Receivers, I can try to take out of the game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Rides the back and leaves it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to...
Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Clemson, 31. Syracuse, 10.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The receiver is incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Here comes the heat. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Got the first down and more.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. Going to sling it on second down. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Syracuse, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Nixon. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Trying to move the sticks on third down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, it's Collins. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going up top. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cuse.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
38, Syracuse, 17.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the lone running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs.
There he goes. At the 30. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 17 over Oregon State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Collins. Quickly complete. Oh, ball's out. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Let's go.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Charcoal.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to pull his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
A short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Sets up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I was ready for this 4th down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Syracuse. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Fires toward the end zone. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Collins. With the catch, it's Hatcher. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's caught downfield. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Orange.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Back to pass, it's Collins. Finds his big tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab behind the line. It's James. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. Gonna try. Wide open spaces. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
Those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Collins. That's caught. It's Hatcher. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things.